My name is Oscar Galindo. I am a writer / scout for Prep Red Zone, Nebraska. First of all, I guess I want to thank you guys for checking us out. Checking out this video, clicking, and seeing what this is about. I'll explain that here shortly. This is a new YouTube channel / podcast that I've been wanting to start for a while now, almost since I started at Prep Red Zone, kind of drawing inspiration from podcasts like Pivot or I Am Athlete or Bustin' with the Boys. That kind of provided an extra platform for players besides what the normal interview or media asked them, I guess. So this is the name of this is the official visit. Basically, it is myself visiting. I don't know if you want to consider it my official visit or the player's official visit with me. But anyways, just visiting with players, whether it may be one or a group of players from one team, or maybe later on might do 7-on-7, like a set of 3 players from 7-on-7 team, whatever it may be. But allowing them to get on here and talk ball, talk about football, talk about what they do to prepare, in the off season, what kind of workouts are they doing? Are they meeting with special coaches? Are they what they're doing there? Talk about recruitment, talk about what schools they've been to, what schools they're planning on going to, game day invites, what coaches are or what schools seem to be like on their trail a little bit more than other coaches, whatever it may be. But then we also want to have an actual conversation with these players. I think this is a great opportunity to promote, or I guess expose the personality of some of these players. One thing people tend to overlook is these kids have a lot of personality. These dudes have a lot of personality. I don't mean to call them kids because they're young adults, but these dudes have so much personality. They're funny. I've been on several sidelines, camps, tournaments, all that kind of stuff. In downtime, you hear them talking with each other, joking around, all that kind of stuff. So kind of giving an opportunity to express that. And my main hope in them doing that is, one, to be able to, kind of show coaches that may watch this, the type of player they're getting. We have moments where, in the interview you're about to see, I do talk with one of the guests about the why they should, try to sell me on why they need to be on that. So, there is serious talk, but then you also see what kind of player you're getting in the locker room, That's always a big thing, on top of, playing well and being a good scheme fit. You also want to make sure they're a good locker room fit and making sure they're, they're not going to go on your team and cause a lot of problems or be, all this drama or whatever it may be. So, I'll kind of give coaches a look at the player, the person underneath helmet and pads. And then also another thing that I hope this benefits them in is, if you're familiar with college football and amateur athletics and kind of the landscape of that is, it's starting to shift towards, being able to give the players or the athletes, student athletes, a little bit more power, a little bit, ability to, be themselves, express themselves while also profiting off their own name, image, and likeness, as we're probably familiar with NIL deals and all that kind of stuff in college football. Well, the thing is, now there are states doing that at the high school level, and Nebraska is one of them. So I'm hoping, this helps players, build their brand. Who knows, maybe some player talks about how he likes, Maria's Tacos down the block, and someone at Maria's Tacos hears it and says, hey, maybe we can get this guy in to do whatever, some kind of, promote us on his social media, whatever it may be. So you know, for this episode, or I guess before I talk about that, I do want to say, kind of bear with me there during this episode. One, camera quality, I was battling with that. One thing that was the reason why it took me so long to get this started was because of the technology side of it. I wasn't. It took me forever to figure out what I needed. How to set things up, how to provide the best quality. But of course, technology sometimes doesn't really care what kind of preparation you've done, and it decides to do its own thing. So we had some of that, and so the video quality may not be the best, but the quality of the interview I feel like is really good. I will admit there were some parts that I wish I could have had the players elaborate more on, but being that it was it's about 45 minutes, and it was 4 players, and you don't want to like go too deep in with one player and kind of let the other players just sit there. So I kind of wanted to keep things rolling, but also I didn't want to take a whole lot of their time, because at the end of the day, they had school, they had practice. They probably had to go home, and you'll hear them. I interviewed them the day before a game, so I'm sure they had a lot of game day or pre-game day prep. Go home, eat, homework, whatever it may be. So I did want to let them go a little bit quickly. But yeah, hopefully as this progresses, and hopefully I get more experience doing this. The quality of the question, or I guess how in depth I go in with players, will improve, and then also eventually, hopefully, get some nice cameras, nicer equipment, so you can really have a nice experience for you guys. Because that's if you're gonna take the time to watch us, I want to be able to provide the best product for you guys. So, this episode, it was a lot of fun. I went to Benson. Omaha Benson, they're in the midst of they're a young team. They're a really young team, but they're in the midst of basically a culture shift. For a long time, Benson has kind of had this track record of not really having the best football record, or not having a winning culture. And these young players, man, they're hungry. I've been kind of keeping tabs on them throughout the whole season. I've talked a lot with Coach Muhammad, and Coach Mackey is great as well. But yeah, they're hungry. They want nothing more but to change the narrative of Omaha Benson Fighting Bunnies football. They want to make sure that that name is more associated with moving out. So I have on the show, I'll have Jaylen Davis. He's a quarterback. He's a senior. Plays safety for them as well. I'll have Anthony Liggins. He's a sophomore defensive back. He's a tough kid. And then I'll also have just real quick, one thing people don't understand, or people may not realize, is that the 2026, this freshman year, these freshman receivers are just stacked. That class is absolutely stacked. Just a ton of talent, a ton of really good talent, and they have 2 really good ones that are going to be some of the top ones once their prep careers, as their prep careers progress. Dashawn Prince and Avry Harris, they're both freshmen. Great kids, love ball. They all kind of grew up together, as they explain, as you'll see or hear. They all kind of grew up together at the club. We talk about what the club means to them, what being coached up by like Coach Muhammad and Coach Mackey has meant to them. Talk about, like I mentioned, the culture shift. Preparation. We kind of go through the day before a game, the day of the game, and the pregame, and then the post game as well. Of of how they, go about their business, during that time span. And, we talk about, what they're listening to in the locker room, what they're listening to once it's time to like get in that mode. And then, we also dip into, who's the freshest, who has the nicest swag, I guess, or the drippiest on the team. So, we have some fun with it. We talk about Madden. And then towards the end, I was trying to make it the last thing, but we still kept, talking a little bit after that. But one of the last things I had them do was I had them take time to kind of thank or, give a shout out to anybody that they, wanted to, just because, like I mentioned in the video, as people, as humans, sometimes we don't necessarily take that time to, thank or, say, appreciate the people that help us. So, have them do that. And then because I had them do that, I don't feel like it's fair for myself to not do that as well. So I'm gonna take this quick time. I want to thank my fiance Lauren. She's been great. She's amazing. She's always just been there for me. Keeps me going. I want to thank my mom. She's just been a fighter all her life. Instilled work ethic in me, and she's just still one of the hardest workers, one of the most humble people I know. So I want to thank moms for sure. My brother, my grandma, my family, they've all been, just an excellent support system for me. So, that personally, and then also, I want to thank coaches that I've met out here that have been so supportive, and, they've been, help us get access to players. They'll tell us about players that are breaking, on the breakout, all that kind of stuff. So, that's, amazing to see that coaches, care that much, and, want to help us help their players. So, thank all those guys. Much great coaches I've met already. Coach Muhammad, Coach Evans, cool. Coach Mackey, Coach Huffman, Coach Williams over at Papio. I can go on and on. Just a bunch of great people, great educators, great men, basically. So, and I want to thank the parents and the players as well, just because, you guys support, like I mentioned a little bit, you support us supporting your kids. So, if we're writing something about a player, I appreciate a ton, a retweet, you're retweeting for your son, nephew, cousin, whatever it may be. But, we appreciate that support as well, because, we're trying to help them. So, you're kind of bringing more eyes to what we're doing and, all the kids around the state. So, players, thank you guys. You guys make what we do easier with how much talent, how deep this state is. Hopefully we could change the stigma. I keep telling myself Nebraska's gonna be the recruiting hotbed of the Midwest. And, emphasis on the Midwest, because I know I'll have people killing me. It's like, oh, we'll never compete with Florida, Texas, whatever. But, I feel like we could strive for the Midwest for sure. And then I also want to thank, just the Prep Red Zone team, my fellow Prep Red Zone Nebraska, teammates, whatever you want to call it, my coworkers, my partners, Jed Hardy and Dave Gardner. They're awesome. They're always out, doing as much as they can for Prep Red Zone Nebraska. And then, obviously I want to thank, Jared, Anthony, Jared M, like all those guys at Prep Red Zone, Oliver, Nate, just been so helpful, sharing their knowledge of, growing the website, sharing knowledge of, camps, whatever it may be, they've been huge. So, thanks to those guys, and yeah, thanks to my fiance's family as well, my friends, Eric, all you guys, my homies, my boys, Tim, who's gonna be a huge help for me on this podcast. His creatives, he's just got one of those minds that when it comes to stuff like this, you would benefit from. So thanks to him. But that's it for that. I'm already going along with this, but thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Follow, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and then let us know in the comments what school, what players we need to, or where we need to go to for the next official visit. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Oscar Galindo with Prep Red Zone, Nebraska, bringing to you the first episode of the official visit. I'm here with the Benson Bunnies, getting ready. They're gearing up to play North Star tomorrow. I have a couple of future star players for the Bunnies. Starting off, we have Jaylen Davis, quarterback and safety. We have a senior quarterback / safety. We have sophomore Anthony Liggins. He's a defensive back, plays wide receiver as well. And we have two stars from the star-studded 2026 wide receiver class. We have Dashawn Prince, and then we have Avry Harris. One of the first things I want to talk about here, just to kind of get us started, is we got the new helmet decal. I think this is a good representation, a good symbol of shifting culture for you guys. Would any of you guys like to speak on what you guys have been doing, how you guys have been practicing, preparing, what kind of extra work have you guys been doing to change that culture?
It all started off season. We get in the weight room, we working because my fault. Because we couldn't really be on the field because it's winter time. But then when the weather got right, we on the field working, no days off, working every day, trying to get better, trying to change the culture around winning. We're going to the playoffs this year. Everybody that's down us, they're gonna keep down us. We're gonna go crazy this year.
All right. So then, just another quick question for you. You're not just the headline or the spearhead of this culture shift, but you're also the quarterback and the safety, which is often been considered the quarterback of the defense. How have you gone about learning the Benson offense and being able to get that kind of how should I say, respect from your teammates? As a transfer student from Central, you kind of had to, on top of learning the offense, learning the defense, learning the playbook, you also had to, gain that trust and build that chemistry with your teammates. How did you do that?
Learning the offense was easy because, me and Coach Kite, we'll stay in touch. He'll ask me questions about if I needed to know anything. But other than that, the defense is really basic and easy. And then getting respect from my teammates and earning their trust. I've been knowing these guys for a long time, so it wasn't really that hard getting their respect and getting their trust because we all been playing with each other since we was younger. But yeah.
Okay. So Anthony, you're kind of in a interesting position here. You're one of the young guys on the team. You're only a sophomore. You kind of got thrown into the fire a bit last year, but you held your own. But now this year, you're also a kind of, I don't know how to say it, kind of how Drake said, you're the rookie and the vet at the same time. You're coming from the old guard of last year, and now you're leading the new. You kind of have that new, that new mentality, I guess. How do you bring those two, all the young guys and then all the older guys together?
To be honest, it's just picking up from last year, and all I had going on was making sure I got better and the team got better as going into the next year. Different mentalities, different everything. We're not trying to be the same. We're changing everything. So just picking up from last year, making sure everybody on the same page. Yeah, making sure the leadership right and everything.
Yes, sir. All right, and then we have the freshmen. So these are the new guys. These are the guys that are coming in. They're seeing the hard work being put in by the older members. Is there kind of a pressure on you guys to match that, or like go even harder? That you are freshmen and you're more than likely going to be seeing varsity time.
Coming into high school, my coaches told me it was going to be a different leap into this football season, not going against like the little kids no more.
Yeah.
So it was like I had to get my mind in the right place in order to, establish myself going against these older kids at varsity, and then, just work. And like Jaylen said, when we got in the weight room in the off season, I had to build my muscle up to, stay throughout the season and work and just do me, just work on what I got to do, learn the plays, learn the book, and just help the team out throughout the season.
Dashawn, any comments?
Nah, just like what he said, got in the weight room.
Okay. So one thing I've kind of when I first started watching all you guys, I caught you guys. I believe it was the only people I saw at the Kansas City battle 7v7 was Avry and Anthony. And then you guys are also part of that Battle Warriors team. How did that help you guys? Not just build that chemistry so that when you step in, you know exactly what the receivers want, how they want to play. They know what you want, what you're looking for.
How do I word it? Battling against each other, for example, me and Anthony will go at it in practice and just build each other and get better as teammates, and that'll bring us closer together. Same with Sean and Anthony and all the other DBs. We'll just practice and battle against each other, and the coaches will bring us all together, teach us our technique and what to do, and they'll just get each other better throughout the season and help us win, because that's all we want to do is win.
Yeah.
And, that's just been the mindset this whole time, getting better and winning.
Okay.
And changing the culture.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, to piggyback off that, it's just getting better in practice. I mean, how I always think about it is every time I line up against either one of them, it's like, to me, going against either one of them, it's like the best receivers I'm going to have to guard throughout the season. So that's why, to me, it's basically, it gets easy going into the season because I'm battling with these two. All practice, getting better, nonstop. It's just work.
Definitely that iron sharpens iron kind of mentality. The best help the best. Avery kind of touched on the coaches a little bit. Would you guys mind speaking on? We got Coach Mackey and then we also have Coach Muhammad. How have they kind of helped your guys' progression as players and kind of learning the game as well? Any comments on that?
For Coach Muhammad, I've been playing for him since I was 8 years old. But now, my senior year in high school, he just been on me about my technique and everything else. And back in middle school, Coach T-Mac will always come up there and try to recruit me to come up to Benson. But, it wasn't the right time for me yet.
Okay.
So I went up to Central. I thought Central was going to be for me because my brother went up there.
Okay.
I tried to finish where he started. But that didn't work out for me either. So then I said, it's my time to go to Benson.
Okay.
So I transferred to Benson. And, it's been good. T-Mac, he's always on me, too, about what I need to get better on. Ask me if I'm good.
Yeah.
He's always been there for me. And, yeah.
Okay.
To touch up on what Jaylen said, Coach Muhammad and Coach T-Mac, if they see talent, they'll recruit it. So
yeah,
what he said about what Jaylen said about T-Mac about recruiting them, like I said, if they see talent, they're gonna want you on the team because all they want to do is win. Also,
yeah.
And, T-Mac, Coach T-Mac, around Benson, it hasn't always been the winning status, and coming into Jaylen's senior year, that. It really puts a effect on us because, he's experienced. Like he said, he went to Central, so he's experienced with it. And, you know, me, Sean, all the other receivers, you know, we're getting a good feel with a older QB, a experienced QB to, you know, help us throughout the season. And like Jaylen said, Coach Muhammad, I've been playing with him since I was younger too.
Okay.
And you know, all I've been doing is winning when I was younger. So I just followed him, and you know that he came up to Benson, so you know I followed him right behind him, and we trying to win.
Yeah.
That's all we want to do at Benson. So yeah.
Sweet. So you guys all kind of said, you know, he kind of picked you guys up, you know, early. You guys kind of, you know, picked that or, you know, chose the game. Well, do you guys know what was that moment that, you know, was it a moment? Was it a day? Was it a person? What was it that said that, you know, about football that, you know, made you say, yeah, this is my sport. This is, you know, my favorite sport. I love this sport.
Growing up, I watched my older brother, Jaylen Davis play. You know, he was good.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I got to try myself. And I picked up me and him would like throw the football around. And then when I turned 8, I came up to the Boys and Girls Club and just started playing quarterback. I've been playing quarterback since then.
That was it? Well, what'd your older brother play?
He played running back and linebacker.
Okay.
But
So you practice those hand off to him in the backyard?
Yeah. He had went to Augustana for college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, dope.
With me, my backstory, you know, I was really never a basketball fan or a track fan or none of that. It was always just football for me. I grew up around football. My older brother, Antoine, he was playing football for the Boys and Girls Club also, so I would just go to his games when I was younger. So then when it was my time to play football, you know, I stepped out on the field, learned from the coaches, was being coachable, and just learned the game of football. And it's just been with me ever since. I really wasn't into these other sports. And, you know, I just been, my mentality every football season, getting better, doing this, doing that, and it's just been sticking with me throughout my whole entire life. I really wasn't a fan of no other sport. It's just been football, and just winning.
Yeah, to me, I kind of started off when I was young, but I didn't start off with football. Basically, football actually came second for me. I ran track all my life, and actually, my cousin had told me to go out and try football one time, and I had went out and just fell in love with it because I don't know, like, younger, it actually seemed kind of easy because, like, track helping, you dang near the fastest on the field, so I just fell in love with it since then, and ever since then, I've been trying to get better, and I can see the growth where I came from, definitely.
Yeah. Nice. Sean?
For me, football really wasn't my main sport. It was basketball. I've been playing basketball since I was 3 years old, playing for the YMCA. And then when I turned 8, I went to the Little Vikes and played. And then I played running back, and then I just fell in love with the game.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, you got that height. So are you planning on playing basketball in high school? Okay. Basketball. Nice. Sweet. Okay, so we talked about football a little bit. So let's kind of transition into, you know, how's school going for you guys? You guys been in school for what, a week now? How's that going for you guys? You guys got tough classes?
No, I ain't really got tough classes. I got late starts and early outs.
Okay.
I go to school at 9:47 and get out at 1 every day. So, you know, it's been easy for me, easy flow. Get in and get out.
Okay.
Go home, then get ready for practice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I guess one question I'll have, and this is really for all you guys, but being that you're a senior, I'll kind of, you know, stick towards you or aim it towards you. You know, obviously, like myself, I wish every player I look at, I wish a 15-year All-Pro NFL career, all that kind of stuff. But, you know, it's not realistically, that's not always going to be the case. And, you know, even the greats still have their last day of football. Have you kind of given a thought towards, you know, what you would like to do once, you know, it's time to put your helmet, put your helmet up and your cleats down?
Yeah. My other older brother, he's a chef, man.
Okay.
You know, that's what I want to be. If football don't work out, he got a restaurant in
nice.
Old Town Bellevue called Sud's Comfort Food. Man, hey, you have it.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Sud's Comfort Food, Old Town Bellevue.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
But yeah, Yeah, you have it, you're going to fall in love.
Yeah, definitely. And so you can whip up too?
Of course.
Okay. All right. That's really cool. Any of you guys kind of given that? I know you guys are all young and, you know, freshmen and a sophomore, so you got time to think about that. But, you know, what are you guys' interests outside of football, I guess? You know.
Shoot, I don't even know for real, but
Just football all day?
Yeah, it's really just football. But if I was to think, I really want to be like my own worker. So I want to be like an entrepreneur, a businessman, starting my own clothing brand or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Something I could do by myself.
Definitely. Right. So
what Ant basically said, I'll be a businessman.
Self-made?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I could dig that. I guess like kind of just touching on interests outside of school. I was talking to Coach Muhammad before this, and he said one thing that, you know, you guys all kind of share an interest in is Madden. You guys all play Madden quite a bit? Yeah. Who I know everyone's going to say, I'm going to ask this question and everyone's going to say, "Oh, I'm the best." But who, putting your pride on the table, who is the best player in Madden on this Benson Bunnies team?
Me.
Okay, we got Jaylen.
It's definitely not
Avery.
him.
It's not.
I killed him. I killed him right there.
Yeah. What team you guys be using?
Me? I'll use anybody.
I use anybody,
Because,
but
you know, like,
I use the Chargers.
Like, I'm that good, so,
Yeah.
you know. So, you know, like,
You use anybody.
yeah.
he's lying.
Like,
He's lying.
Y'all watch it. Add me on PS5, Jaylen Davis __.
Lying. Don't add
Okay.
him.
You gonna get the work.
Hey, it's Madden right outside there, ain't it?
We can play Madden,
We
bro.
definitely can.
We can play.
I know,
PS5.
I
I'll beat him
forgot.
on his console.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did see the Madden setup outside. This is my first time out here. You know, these are some nice facilities. What has the Boys and Girls Club meant to you guys?
It felt like home to me.
Yeah.
I've been here since 5. So
Man, grew up here.
I've been knowing them for a long time. Like Jaylen said earlier, I've been playing with them since I can even remember.
Yeah.
It just feel like home because they brought me in. You know, T-Mac, Coach Muhammad, all the staff. You know, just been throughout my life helping me, and you know, the club just feel like home to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like home. I come up here because my older cousins came up here. But on my first day, I was in the gym playing basketball. And older kids threw my ball all the way on the other side. I left. I ain't never want to. And I ain't never want to come back. But you know, my cousins told me. He said, "Don't worry about that." You know, he play around a lot. So you know, I came back up here. You know, I had a great experience coming to the club. You know, I'm glad I came to the club.
Yeah. Good thing those older kids didn't scare you away, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely piggyback off what they said. I mean, it's really just been like home for real. I remember my first day coming, like literally, basically all my friends I got now is from the club. That's how close we are. We just, since younger, we just been close. So I remember my first day up here. It was just me and my cousin. We, like he said, in the gym playing basketball. And then we was, of course, the last picks. You know, the new kids don't get picked up first. So then
we gotta fill you out the first time.
Right.
Make sure you're good.
Right. So then we just showed our skill, even though that wasn't even our main sport, but we still did what we did and became friends as we grew. And it's just been a close bond ever since. The club is really like home for real.
Do you guys all live pretty close? Like so I'm from a small town. I'm from Lexington. There, you know, you drive 10 minutes until you see the next town. Here, you know, all your friends or the people like that live next to you. Do you guys all live pretty close to around here? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Because I was gonna say, I know like when I've come out to like watch you guys practice and whatnot, and we got dudes from Central, dudes from North, dudes from all over the place. So I mean, it looks like a pretty tight knit group. Which is pretty cool, you know. That was all something that was kind of new to me coming out here. Like living in Omaha is still like crazy to me. Like I'm like, what? Like half of the time I don't know where I'm at. Real talk. Like I have no idea. They'll be like, oh, where you eating? I'm at some wing place. Where at? I don't even know, man. I can't tell. Ralston, Millard. I don't even know. But yeah, no, that's awesome. You know, you guys, you know, grew up together and you know are continuing your high school careers together. One thing I kind of want to ask Dashawn, you know, over the summer, I saw Twitter was just full. I guess all of you guys really. Twitter was just full. Highlights, 7-on-7 clips. Doing head tabs, doing mossing kids, all that kind of stuff. Back end zone, back corner, all that kind of stuff. What kind of helped you, or I guess how should I say this? Did that kind of give you any kind of confidence, or give either of you guys really, because you guys are the freshmen coming in, give you guys confidence, like saying, all right, yeah, I could hang with these. I could hang, because you guys played against like the OPS schools, and then I know you guys were at the battle 7-on-7 camp. So you guys were playing with some good teams, good competition. What did that do for your guys' confidence coming into the season?
I've been playing against older people all my life, so
yeah,
really, just gotta play with your heart.
Yeah, it just kind of confirmed what you knew already. You were a dog. All right.
Like he said, just play with your heart. And I've been playing with older kids too because I'm athletic, so it was just like natural for me to play with the older ones. And like you said, touched up on the battle. I was playing with the older kids, so it was like helping me get better. And when I saw Sean, this is my closest friend, so when I saw him get that offer, it kind of juiced me up to say I can get that too, and we can both go far in life. So it really came easy, and it's just you just gotta have your mind in the right place, especially if you want to play up, and yeah.
Okay. So I guess my next question is for Jaylen. You're the senior quarterback. You're also on top of everything you have on your plate. You also have recruiting going on. Can you kind of talk about how that's been going? How did you do any visits over the summer? Have you been in contact with any coaches?
Over the summer, I went to a couple of camps. I went to Wayne State camp, Minnesota State camp. Them only school camps I went to, and it just how should I say this? It's just no coaches came back to me and said nothing yet. So them chances probably out the window with them schools. But
okay.
This year. This is my year, my last year. So I've been working, and I know I deserve something, even if it's not a big school. I still deserve a little something.
Yeah.
I've been working hard for this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you're the starting quarterback, but like I mentioned earlier, you also play safety. Do you kind of have a preference on what position you rather play, or is it I only want to play quarterback, or is it I'll play whatever you want? I'll snap if you want me to, kind of deal. Kind of explain that a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm sure in college I know coach is not gonna want me to play quarterback. So I'm a good safety. I know how to attack the ball, I know how to hit.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if my college chances do come, I'd probably move to safety or anywhere.
Just wherever.
Yeah, I'm an athlete. I could play any position on the field.
Okay.
So if you need me there, I'll be there.
You got it. All right, man. I like that. I guess. Just one more question about recruiting. Just kind of laying it out there. If I'm a coach right now and I'm talking to you and I ask you, why do I need you on my football team? What would be your answer?
I'm a leader. I lead by example, and I lead with words. I always give 100%. Even when I mess up, I'm still gonna go hard.
Yep.
And I'm a good person to be around. Funny. I crack jokes. I'm respectful. I respect others around me. I'm just a good person.
Yeah.
I'm a good person to be around. I know how to play football. I know the game. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. From what I've seen, I've at tournaments, all that kind of stuff. You're stand-up guy. Everyone kind of responds to you very well. Everyone, when you speak up, tends to listen. And yeah, you can cook soul food too, right? All right, so we are, today we are only 24 hours away from kickoff. By the time people watch this on YouTube or listen to it, it'll probably be Saturday or Sunday. But tell us a little bit about, you know, what that preparation looks like. What you know, what are you going home and doing? Are you going home and you know, relaxing, trying to get, you know, release any tension? Are you going home and, you know, studying clips or studying tapes? You know, icing up, whatever it is, like.
I'm gonna, you know, go home, take a shower because I just got out of practice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I'm gonna eat something, but then, you know, I'm gonna watch some more film of Lincoln North Star because, you know, they got new coaching staff. You gotta do everything, so you gotta watch all that.
Yeah, they got a linebacker out there that's pretty good. Yeah, but
facts. You know, make sure I get some good night's sleep. You know, ready for my first high school senior game.
There you go.
And I'm just ready. You know, I'm anxious. I'm ready to get out there because, you know, last year was supposed to be my year. You know, I feel like I had a pretty good year last year.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, since I got to go even harder this year, I got to give 110% this year.
Yeah.
I can't take no plays off. I always got to go crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys?
Like he said, man, I'm locked in. It's like I'm in that mode. I'm ready to go now. Like once that countdown start, oh yeah, I'm in that mode. So like you can't tell me nothing. I'm not talking to nobody. Headphones on, straight to class. I'm just focused on the game. And as soon as that 7 o'clock hit, I'm down there, ready.
Dialed in.
Ready.
Yes, sir. This is your guys' first varsity high school football game. How's that for you guys? How do you guys feel in that?
It's exciting. I'm going to go home, take a shower, eat some ice, probably go to bed, and then wake up, go to school, go to all my classes, go watch film, and then lock in, have the headphones in, listen to music, just locked in.
Okay.
Well, like you said, since this is our first varsity game, you know, not to sound cocky or anything, but I just feel confident, you know. I really feel comfortable, you know, with Jaylen around because, you know, he's a varsity quarterback and, you know, he got a lot of experience. So I feel like with my ability and
time out real quick. All right, yeah.
All right, so like I was touching up on, I feel confident going into the game since it's my first varsity game, but I don't really think about it too much, don't put my hand in the game too much. Just like I said earlier, got to play with heart and confidence, and I feel a lot more comfortable, you know, with an experienced quarterback and good coaching staff, and just with my athletic ability, I feel like I can go far. Plus, with my teammates, if we all stay on the same page, chemistry's already there. Just all focused and locked in, and like they said, go to class, you know, don't stay out of trouble. Like T-Mac said, stay out of trouble, and you know, just do what Benson got to do and just come out with the W.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, so you guys all talked a little bit about, you know, you guys got the headphones in. What are you guys listening to in the locker room? What are you guys, you know, what's playing?
Well, in the locker room, you got the speaker going, you know, we playing out YB.
Young boy.
Facts.
But, you know, when I'm by myself, I got my headphones in, like locking in before the game by myself. I'm throwing on the raw wave.
Wow,
Yeah.
sure. Wow, for sure.
Kind of bring you down a little bit.
Baby,
Yeah.
Polo, all them.
Calm the nerves a little bit.
Facts.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, like he said, man, if you come in our locker room before the game, we turn.
We on a different type.
It ain't there gonna look like a party.
I was
But
gonna say,
at the same time, you got to be locked in and ready to go.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like he said, we in the locker room. It's probably straight YB, Lil Baby, and again, like he said, like literally all I listen to during school is Rod Wave. I can't listen to no hype stuff
It's
during
only
school.
Rod.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah, when you go in that locker room before the game, just know it's music playing and we turn.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, you know, pregame, or I guess like, do you guys have like I don't know if kids do it anymore, but like the first day of school, you let your fit out. Do you guys do that? Do you guys do that with your football stuff? Like you got your bands out, you got which socks you're gonna wear, which which bands you're gonna.
We playing it way before.
You guys had that? You guys.
Yeah.
Let me ask this: How many of you guys out of you four You guys already got the Instagram caption picked out? I know you guys been thinking about it.
I got a couple of my notes.
You got a couple in your
Facts.
I got
Some of the notes.
Oh man, that's funny. I love that, man. But yeah, like it's definitely gotta. Who's the drippiest on the team? Who's got the nice?
Keep it a band.
I see
that corner drip is different.
Yeah, that corner, real tough. The red bands.
Yeah,
the red
he got
bands.
it.
That's tough right there.
I'm just different with the drip, man.
Yeah, and then I saw on Twitter, it made its rounds. I don't know if you brought them today, but you got the battle cleats.
Yeah, let me go get them right
You got
now.
them? Oh,
Yes, sir.
okay. Yeah. Oh man, I'm excited to see that. I want to hold these things, man. Yeah, they look clean. So how is that? You guys play with like Sebastian and all those guys. How is that? How is it playing with kids from other school?
Well, now since we're going into the tackle season, they are homies from. They're still our homies, but when we get on that field,
When it's on the field,
it's in
the ops.
We ain't with them.
It's
We
the
ain't with
ops.
them. We over here with Benson.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Let me get these on camera real quick.
Gotta show them off.
Mandatory.
Mandatory.
Real quick. Y'all see that? Got the 01. Wait, are you number one? Are you number two? Right? Yeah. Still, it's 1 of 1, if anything. 1 of 1, battle cleats. Look at how clean.
Facts.
He got the only pair too.
Yeah, the only pair.
Can't go wrong with them. I was gonna bring them out first game, but I'm gonna just wait till we go all white to bring them out.
Oh, yeah?
That'd be better.
All right. So then, we talked about day before the game, the, pregame. What do you guys do, like, after the game? You guys probably have a lot of adrenaline running. You guys, hyped up either because you won or, if you guys, if it didn't turn out how you wanted it to, you might be a little bit, down on yourselves. What do you guys do to, like, decompress or kind of, like, bring yourselves back down and be like, all right, like, I'm going to be all right? Sorry, not to cut you off, but even, like, in practice, you have a bad play, maybe you give up a long pass, maybe you throw a pick, maybe you drop. Like, what do you guys do to, bring yourselves back down and, like, be like, all right, I'm good?
Man, speaking of that, this dude got it bad. If he do one drop pass, one bad throw,
He's down bad.
He done. He throwing off everything.
He's throwing on that Take Care album.
Man.
Take off the gloves,
Everything.
throwing the helmet. Like, but with Avery,
Being young,
with Avery, he's young, so like not everything gonna go his way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when Avery's in that mode, it's,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
killer.
Yeah.
Killer.
Can't nobody guard him. Can't nobody stop him.
Okay.
Can't tell him nothing. And he get to talking crazy too. Man.
But what you said when you're happy when you win and when you lose after a game, you win some, you lose some, but like you said, after the game, we gonna win a lot. And I can stand on that. So it's like, after the game, we excited. We happy. We talk about our mistakes and what we can improve on and stuff. And yeah. And in practice, they lying. I don't spaz like that. I don't be doing it.
Do you guys have like I said, like bringing it back to I'm from a small town. After the game, there's 2 places you go. You go to Sonic or you go to McDonald's. That's it. That's the only places to go. Do you guys have any like post game, like you guys meet up somewhere and just chow down after a big game or anything
we
cool?
need to. He got the car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's the one with the whip. He's the
Right.
one with the whip. All you young guys, huh?
I don't know. I'm trying to hit on some Canes after the dub. I don't know.
Canes is mandatory.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Friday night, Cane's open till like 3:30.
Oh yeah, we there.
Yeah.
Go in, dine in, eat good with the team.
There you go.
After the dub, but
Yeah, man. Those are at the end. Those are gonna be the times that I feel like you're gonna remember the most. Once it's done, you're gonna be like, dang, yeah, game we won by 50, but bro, after you should have seen, Jaylen was doing some crazy stuff at McDonald's. He was, all that's gonna be what you remembered. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
To me, that goes on for like a little bit. Like the whole weekend after a W, I'm gonna say a W for right now. After the weekend after W, I mean that Friday, I'm probably talking about it the whole time. The weekend, I'm talking about it the whole time.
Yeah.
Then boom, you get to Monday. You know you got an opponent that Friday. Back locked in, watching film on who you finna play. You gotta just always be in that mode, be ready to go. So my celebration always gotta go on for a little bit. You gotta celebrate.
Yeah.
That's one thing we gonna do is celebrate.
Celebrate.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
But like Ant said, you know, touching up on what he said, like you're gonna celebrate that right after. You're gonna celebrate the weekend, but as soon as Monday hit, it's like you gotta switch. You know, you gotta work on and study film on that other team because you know the team we beat. You know, that's the team we beat. We got a whole nother team to beat at that. So as soon as that Friday come around, we in a whole nother mode, kill mode, and that's all we trying to do.
Yeah. Not just that, but coach is probably going to tape looking for bad things that to get on y'all about because it's all about keep grinding, keep improving, all that stuff. So I think we're at 36 minutes. I think that's probably good for right now. Let you guys get back to what you guys are gonna do. But I guess one last thing for you guys, just kind of give you guys the opportunity because sometimes I feel like as people, as humans, we don't really get the chance to do this very much. But if you guys have anybody you want to thank, anybody you want to, shout out for getting you this far, for getting you here, mom, dad, bro, sis, whatever, go ahead and take the opportunity to do so.
I like to thank my coaches, my family, I like to thank my grandma for real.
Same.
She's been taking care of me since my mom passed. My mom passed when I was 5 years old, but ever since then she's been taking care of me. I just want to thank her and appreciate her for that. I also want to thank my brothers for helping her take care of me. Always been there for me. I can always go there to them when I need something. Teaching me right from wrong. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean me, I always gotta thank God first. Nothing to be possible without Him. Nothing to be possible without the man above. But I definitely like to thank my coaches, my mom, my dad, aunt, grandma, my whole family. Really, they always gonna be on my side. Always been a part of my side, and I always just thank them for that. And same thing with the coaches. Always been on my side, and if I need to do something better, they'll tell me better. That's one thing I like. That if I need to get better, my coaches will tell me, and that's how I'm getting better now. That's why I like to thank my coaches. And yeah.
All right. I like to thank God, my mom, my dad, my grandma. Yeah, basically my family. Cause
Are you good, man?
Like Ant said, gotta put the man above. But I like a big thank you to my grandma. I do everything for her because, I wasn't always with my mom and dad at the time. It was kind of rough. So my grandma just took me in, and I've been helping her ever since, and I'm still helping her. And I thank my coaches because I love them to death. They helped me through everything. So it's always been, them specific people, they helped me get here to where I am right now, and it's only getting better from here.
Okay. Nice, man. All right. Well, that is Benson Bunnies. Once again, senior quarterback Jaylen Davis, sophomore defensive back Anthony Liggins, freshman wide receiver Dashawn Prince, and then another freshman wide receiver Avry Harris. Thank you guys for, doing this first episode.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This is, hopefully this helps you guys, in recruiting and, building your brand and, just being able to, build chemistry or whatever it may be. I look forward to following you guys throughout the season. I won't be there tomorrow, but I will be there next Thursday for the game against Bryan. But for the people who do plan on going to watch the Bunnies, they will be at Benson High School at 7 o'clock. Yeah, so be there. What's the theme? You guys have a theme? Yeah, your like student section. You guys have a theme? I see that. I see.
No.
No.
Probably not.
Hey, just show up and be loud. Cheer your boys on, man. You guys
Make it deep.
Make it deep.
You guys got
putting on a show.
You guys got some talent. Oh, actually, real quick, I guess I'll ask the receivers this. You guys have some talented receivers, right? Who's the best?
Got him right there. Got him.
You know, okay. I get asked this between me and Sean a lot. Who's better, me or Sean?
You guys got DJ too.
Yeah,
DJ ain't no joke.
DJ Sterling.
Yeah, he underrated.
DJ Sterling, wide receiver, junior.
Well, he went 6th receiving last year.
Yeah. Receiving yards.
Something like that. I think it was
16
like
receiving yards.
560 and then like 7 touchdowns,
Yeah.
something like that.
But the best, I'll plead the 5th.
All right. We'll get it out of him at some point. We'll get it out of him at some point.
You know,
Any last comments? Anybody?
I would just thank you for this opportunity. You know, and being the first people on the podcast.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Facts. It means a lot.
and I appreciate that for real. And I appreciate what you've been doing for us all summer, being there for us. You know, you like believing in us, changing the culture, trusting us. You know,
Facts.
because like you see what we doing, you see how we working. Nobody else see that but you.
Yeah.
So you know, I want to thank you for that. You know, everybody else out there hating on us, cause you know how Benson used to be.
Yeah.
But us here,
Changing the narrative.
we changing it.
Yeah, definitely.
No doubt.
No more losing. No more. You know. No more fighting on TV. You know.
Yeah.
None of that no more. You know. We
Okay.
changed it.
Yeah, no.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Jaylen, who your favorite target?
That's tough.
My favorite target. You know. Plead the 5th.
Oh man. Hey, well, you know, I appreciate what you said, Jaylen. I try to do my best for all of you guys, you know, whether it's, you know, Class A down to Class D6, six-man football, you know, all I want is, you know, to help you guys get to a position where, you know, you'll be able to realize, you know, your dreams of playing college ball and then, if anything, you know, getting a free college education, you know, just because that's huge, you know. So I appreciate that. I'll definitely, you know, I enjoy coming to check you guys out. Vibes are always good. You know, you guys always have high energy. Today you guys had the music bumping. That was fun. But yeah,
Man, Dion be selling with the music.
I don't know what he be doing.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and seeing the rise of Benson and getting a bunch of carrot stickers on these helmets. I want to next time I go. I don't know how many Benson games I'll go to this year. I'm trying to go watch a lot of teams. But, you know, I'll go watch you guys next week, and then maybe towards the end of the season, you know, this might be all carrots, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, that's the goal.
That prep game, you got to come to our prep. Our last game of the season, you got to
The
come
prep
out.
game, the North game.
you better show
North.
you.
That's one that I was looking at.
Yeah, North versus Benson, you got to be there for that.
I ain't even gonna say
Yeah.
too much
I
on
ain't gonna
that.
say nothing on that.
Yeah, no, that's one that I have circled.
Yeah.
So
The North and Benson game, the Pats gonna do the talking that game.
Man,
But you know, for right now, you know, we just focus on Lincoln North
making
Star.
North Star
you know,
tomorrow.
yes, sir.
You know, taking it week by week, day by day. You know, every week we looking to go 1-0. You know, try to make it to the. Well, we're going to make it to the playoffs. I stand on that. And you know, and see what the future holds for us, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Facts.
I got a lot of confidence in this team. Even though we're young, you know, people doubting us because we're young.
Yeah.
But you know, them people that's doubting us, they not here seeing
The
them
work.
work, seeing all
The
of
work.
us work.
Yeah.
You know,
They're going to be the ones there at the end of the season all asking
Yeah.
for permission to be on the
Yeah.
sideline.
man.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, we knew all along.
Yeah,
Right.
over there looking, you know,
Yeah.
dumb.
Clueless.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
This season gonna be crazy. I feel it. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm excited.
Not even just for me. I know. I feel like I'm finna go crazy, but
Yeah.
this season as a team, it's just gonna shock so many people, and how much people is gonna be shocked. It's just gonna be so crazy. Everybody gonna be shocked.
Excited. Nice. All right. Well, yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Benson Bunnies. I'll be out there at Benson High, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Be loud. Be proud. You know, these guys got, you know, they got one-of-one cleats. They got shiny new helmets. They got clean jerseys. I don't know what else. And a new attitude, new mentality. So
Best helmets in the game
in
too.
the game,
Best.
yeah, I'll put them up there for sure. Top.
One.
Yeah, top 2 and then not 2. I'll
Top
probably
2,
say.
not 2.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.